So hello dear students, so now we would move ahead in this second chapter of class 8th mathematics, that is powers. So I have some question for you today. The question number first is, it is 1 by 3 whole raised to the power minus 3 minus 1 by 2 whole raised to the power minus 3, then again this has been enclosed inside the bracket, then you have to divide this by 1 by 4 whole raised to the power minus 3. So how would you do this one question? Now if you see, we have done this sort of questions. Here these powers are negative, means the exponent is negative. You have to change it into the positive one exponent. So how do you change this? Let me change this first. Okay, so it is 1 by 3 raised to the power minus 3. While you are changing the exponent in the negative one into the positive one, you are going to reverse, means you are going to write the reciprocal of the 1 by 3. So it can be written as 3 by 1. Are you getting this or not? It is 1 by 3 whole raised to the power minus 3. So we can write it as 3 by 1 whole raised to the power plus 3. So I can write it as 3 by 1 whole raised to the power plus 3. Are you getting this? Then similarly this one question, this one also can be written as 2 by 1 whole raised to the power plus 3. Now we have changed the exponents into the positive one. Then this has to be divided by, again I would change this into the positive one. So I can write this as 4 by 1 whole raised to the power plus 3. Now you can do this. Just see, 3 by 1 means 3. So it is 3 raised to the power 3 minus 2 raised to the power 3. It is to be divided by 4 raised to the power 3. Because 4 by 1 means 4 it is. Okay. So 3 raised to the power 3 is how much? 3 3 is 9, 9 3 is 27. 27 minus 2 to 4 to 8. So it would be 27 minus 8 would be divided by 4 raised to the power 3. It implies you have to multiply this 4 for 3 times. 4 is to be multiplied 3 times. So how much it will be? 4 4 is 16, 16 4 is 64. So 27 minus 8. First you have to open the bracket this one, okay? So 27 minus 8 you can write it as 19. So it would be divided by 64. So you can write it as 19 by 64. So this would be your required answer, okay? So this is how you would solve the first question, okay? Now let me write the second one question. Question number second is, I have the second question for you, and it is 3 square minus 2 square, again enclosed inside the bracket, that is to be multiplied by 2 by 3 whole raised to the power minus 3. So how do you solve this one question? Now the exponents are already positive here, but here the exponent is negative. You have to change this exponent to the positive one. So how do you change this? Just look here. First you can solve this. 3 square means 3 raised to the power 2, means 3 is to be multiplied 2 times. 3 multiply 3. So it would be how much? 3 3 ja 9. Similarly 2 raised to the power 2 would be how much? 2 2 ja 4. That is to be multiplied by. I have to write the reciprocal of 2 by 3 because I have to change this negative exponent into the positive one. So how it will be changed? If I write the reciprocal of 2 by 3, it will be how much? 3 by 2 whole raised to the power plus 3. Are you getting this? So this can be written as 9 minus 4 would be how much? It is 5 multiplied by 3 raised to the power 3. 3 by 2 whole raised to the power 3. So this 3 would be distributed among the between numerator as well as the denominator. So I can write it as 3 raised to the power 3 would be divided by 2 raised to the power 3. Are you getting this? So again it can be written as 5 multiply 3 raised to the power 3 implies you have to multiply this 3 times. What does it mean? 3 raised to the power 3. Exponent is 3 here. Index is 3 here. Whatever you call it. So this is to be multiplied 3 times. So I would multiply this 3 times. Similarly, 2 raised to the power 3 means you have to multiply 2 3 times. Okay. So I can write it as 3 3 is 9, 9 3 is 27 divided by 2 2 is 4 2 is 8. So this 5 is to be multiplied upside. So 5 multiplied 27 is how much? 5 7 is 35. Carry 3. 5 2 is 10. 10 plus 3 would be how much? 13. So it is 135 by 8. So this would be your required answer. Getting this? Just note it down. Now we would solve the next question here. Question number next is that would be the third one, and the question is, it is 1 by 2. Okay, let me write it correctly here. Okay, 1 by 2 whole raised to the power minus 1. Then you are going to multiply this minus by minus 4 raised to the power minus 1. Again enclosed inside the bracket. Then again whole raised to the power minus 1 again is here. Okay, look here. 1 by 2 whole raised to the power minus 1 multiplied by minus 4 whole raised to the power minus 1. Then again you have enclosed this is inside the bracket. Then again whole raised to the power again there minus 1 is there. Okay, so how to solve this one question? So first the inside one exponents are to be changed into the positive one. Okay, so how do you change this? If you see, 1 by 2 can be written as 2 by 1. If I writing it 2 by 1, so this exponent would become the positive one. Okay, so I can write it as 2 by 1 whole raised to the power plus 1. It would become plus 1. Similarly, minus 4 raised to the power minus 1. you have to change this exponent to the positive one. So how do you change this? If you are writing the reciprocal of the inside one, if you see this minus 4 is here, so I can write this minus 4 as minus 4 by 1. Is it clear to you? So minus 4 can be written as minus 4 by 1. So I would write the reciprocal of minus 4 by 1. What would be the reciprocal of minus 4 by 1? It would be minus 1 by 4. Getting this? You have to write the reciprocal of minus 4 by 1. So it would be how much? Minus 1 by 4. So power would become how much? Power would become positive. Then again whole raised to the power minus 1 is there. Okay? Now you have to solve this question. If you see 2 by 1 whole raised to the power 1 implies this power is to be distributed between numerator and the denominator. So I can write it as 2 raised to the power 1 divided by 1 raised to the power 1 multiplied by. Similarly here, this whole power again is to be distributed. So I can write it as minus 1 raised to the power 1 divided by 4 raised to the power 1. Again whole raised to the power minus 1 is there. Okay. So now if you see 2 raised to the power 1 implies means you have to write 2 how many times? 1 times. Okay. So it can be written as 2 by 1 multiplied by minus 1 raised to the power 1, only one time you have to write this, minus 1 again 4, only one time you have to write, whole raised to the power minus 1 is there. Okay. Now if you see, we can cut this 2 and 4, both are divisible by 2. So I can divide it by 2, 2 1 ja 2 and 2 2 ja 4. I have cut both of the digits by 2 here. Okay. So now you can write it as 1 1 ja minus 1. Look here, 1 1 ja minus 1. Downside how much would be there? 2 is here and 1 is here. So 2 1 ja 2. Again whole raised to the power minus 1 is there. Are you getting this? Now if you see, again the exponent is negative 1. You are to change this exponent to the positive 1. So how do you change this? If I am writing the reciprocal of the inside one fraction, it is minus 1 by 2. So I can write it as minus 2 by 1. Whole raised to the power plus 1. Exponent would become the positive 1. Are you getting this? So I can write it as minus 2 by 1 can be written as minus 2 only. Minus 2 by 1 can be written as minus 2 only. Whole raised to the power 1 is there. So whole raised to the power 1 implies means you have to write this minus 2 how many times? Only one times. So answer would be how much? Minus 2. So this would be the required answer. Getting this? Yes. Just note it down. Then we would be doing the next question here. And now let me write the fourth one question. Question is, first one bracket is there, starting the bracket. Then again second bracket is again going to be started. Then there is a third one bracket also. Okay. So inside the third one bracket, look here. So inside the third one bracket, there has been written minus 1 by 4. And then whole raised to the power 2. Okay. Then this one bracket is also to be closed. So I would close this here. So then again I can write whole raised to the power how much here? It is minus 2. Then this one bracket is also to be closed. Let me close it here. Then the whole raised to the power would be how much here? It is minus 1. So this sort of question you have to solve. So how do you solve this? One by one we keep opening the bracket. First the inside one bracket would be opened, then outside, then outside. Okay. First the inside one bracket we would open. Okay. So let's see how to open this. If you see, let me write this first bracket. Then there is the second bracket. Now if you see 1 minus 1 by 4 whole raised to the power 2 is here. Okay. So how do you write this? If you see, just as I have told you, if any question is in this form, a raised to the power m, again whole raised to the power n. So you can write it as a raised to the power m multiplied by n. Are you getting this or not? If it is a raised to the power m, then again whole raised to the power n, then both the indices are to be multiplied then. Getting or not? So I can write it as a raised to the power m multiply n. So similarly here also, it is minus 1 by 4 whole raised to the power 2, then again whole raised to the power minus 2 is there. So I am going to multiply these all. These all are the powers there. Okay. So I am going to multiply all these powers. So I can write it as, so let me write this first inside one. It would be how much? Minus 1 by 4 would be whole raised to the power 2 2 ja 4. It would be minus 4. Okay. Then outside there, again whole raised to the power minus 1 is there. Okay. Then similarly, I can again multiply both these powers here, minus 4 and minus 1. If you are going to multiply minus 4 and minus 1, minus into minus would become positive. So 4 1 ja 4 it is. So it would be how much? Minus 1 by 4 whole raised to the power 4. Are you getting this one question or not? At first we have opened the inside one bracket. While you are opening the inside bracket, we have just used this formula. A raised to the power m, then again whole raised to the power n is there. So it was a here. So a raised to the power, this was m and this was n. I have multiplied both m and n here. You can multiply all together here, but 1 by n I am doing before you. Okay. So this is m, this is n. I have multiplied m and n. So this has become 2 2 ja 4. It is minus 4. Okay, minus 1 whole raised the power, that is still there. Okay, now again it is in the form of a raised the power m. This is now m and this is now n. Now you have to multiply this m and this n. Okay, how much it would be? 4 1 ja 4, and minus into minus would be the positive. Okay, so now how do this one? How would you do this one question? It is minus 1 by 4 whole raised the power 4 is there. Okay, so this power or the index is going to be distributed between the numerator and the denominator. So you can write it as minus 1 raised the power 4 divided by 4 raised the power 4. Getting this or not? Now what does it mean? It implies minus 1 raised the power 4 is there. Minus 1 it is, this way you have to write this. Okay, so it is minus 1 raised the power 4 is there. Okay, as I have told you, if the power is even number, if the power is even number, then this negative one is to be changed into positive. This we have already discussed in the first video, where I was telling you about the formula related to the powers. Okay, so the power of the negative one is the even number here, so I would write this as the positive one. This would become positive, so you can leave it. Okay, so it would remain 1 raised the power 4. Getting? And downside how much is there? 4 raised the power 4 is there. Okay, so now 1 raised the power 4 implies you have to multiply this one how many times? 4 times, because the index is 4 there. Okay, so you have to multiply this one how many times? 4 times. Similarly, the downside, 4 raised the power 4 is there. Similarly, you have to multiply this 4 how many times now? 4 times. So it would be 4 multiply 4 multiply 4. So you can write it as 1 1 ja 1 1 ja 1 1 ja 1. So it would remain 1. Downside, 4 4 ja 16, 16 4 ja 64, and 64 4 ja how much would be? 4 4 ja 16, 4 6 ja 24, 24 plus 1 25, 256. So this would be the required answer. Are you getting? This is how you would solve the fourth one question. Okay, just note it down. Now this is the next question. That would be the last question of today. Okay, so the question is 2 by 3 whole raised the power 2, again whole raised the power 3. Similar question we have done in the previous one also. Okay, and 1 by 3 whole raised the power minus 4, 3 raised the power minus 1, 6 raised the power minus 1. How do you solve this one question? If you see, look here. It is of the form of a raised the power m, then again raised the power m. Similar question we have just discussed previous also. A raised the power m whole raised the power n can be written as a raised the power m multiply n. So similarly, this is a, let it be a, this would be how much? M, this is n. So I am going to multiply both these. So I can write it as 2 by 3 raised the power 2 multiply 3 would be how much? 6. 2 3 ja 6. Getting this or not? Very good. Now next, 1 by 3 whole raised the power minus 4. I would make this exponent positive one. How? If I am just writing the reciprocal of the inside one fraction. So it would be how much? 3 by 1. The power would become the positive one. Similarly, 3 raised the power minus 1. We have done similar question. One formula I have told you. There, if it is a raised the power minus n, it can be written as 1 by a raised the power n. That we have discussed in the first video there. If you are still not knowing, go through that one video. It is a raised the power minus 1 can be written as 1 by a raised the power n. Okay, so similar, 3 raised the power minus 1 can be written as 1 by 3 raised the power 1. Similarly, 6 raised the power minus 1 can be written as 1 by 6 raised the power 1. Getting this? Okay, now it is easy to solve. How to solve this? If you see, 2 raised the power 6, it implies this 6 is to be multiplied how many times? 6 times. This 2 is to be, okay, let me distribute this first. I can write it as 2 raised the power 6 divided by 3 raised the power 6 multiplied by, similarly here, 3 raised the power 4 divided by 1 raised the power 4. Then again, 1 by 3 raised the power 1 implies only 3 is there, because you have to write 3 how many times? 1 times. Similarly, this can be written as 1 by 6. Are you getting this or not? Very good. Now, 2 raised the power 6 implies you have to multiply this 2 how many times? 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Similarly, 3 raised the power 6. You have to multiply this 6 how many times? 6 times. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 6 is here. Okay. Similarly, 3 raised the power 4 is here. So this 4 is to be, this 3 is to be multiplied how many times? 4 times. So I can write it as 3 multiply 3 multiply 3 multiply 3. Similarly, downside, 1 raised the power 4 means 1 is to be multiplied how many times? 4 times. It is 1 by 3 then, and 1 by 6 is there. Okay. Now if you see, I can cut here also. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can cut. Getting this or not? Similarly, you can just cut by this one 2, this one 6. 2, 3 ja 6 it would be there. Okay. Now rest is okay. Now you have to multiply all these. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and what is left there? 1 and 1. So it will be how much? 2 to ja 4, 4 to ja 8, 8 to ja 16, 16 to ja 32. 2 to ja 4, 4 to ja 8, 8 to ja 16, 16 to ja 32, and nothing is here, only 1 is there. So I would write there upside as 32. And downside, how much would be there? 3 3 ja 9. Look here, 3 3 ja 9. Only 1 is there, you can leave it. 3 3 ja 9. 9 3 ja 27, and 27 3 ja 81. So this would be the required answer. We have got our answer. It would be how much? 32 by 8. Okay, just note it down. That's all for today. Would be discussing some new question in the lecture set. Till then, stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you. Have a good day.